Of course. Here's a YouTube video script you asked for, tailored to sound like it was crafted by a passionate, expert automotive journalist. Imagine an SUV so precise, so ferociously capable, that it blurs the line between family practicality and racetrack ferocity. Now imagine that same vehicle bearing the iconic crest of Porsche, where every ounce of heritage, every line of engineering excellence, is pushed to its extreme. Today, we're diving deep into the 2025 and early 2026 Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT, a machine that doesn't just rewrite the rulebook for performance SUVs. It sets it on fire. Welcome back to the channel where passion meets precision. If you live and breathe cars, vans, SUVs, and motorhomes the way we do, you're in the right place. Let's waste no time, because the Cayenne Turbo GT certainly doesn't. At first glance, the 2025 Cayenne Turbo GT looks like it's on the offensive even while standing still. Porsche didn't just give it a subtle refresh, they sharpened it, tightened it, and made sure it broadcasts its intentions loud and clear. Wider air intakes, an even more aggressive roofline spoiler, a stance that's hunkered down, menacing, ready to pounce. This isn't just cosmetic. Every aerodynamic tweak, every contour, is honed to carve through the air with minimal drag and maximum downforce. And then there's a ride height, sitting lower than the standard Cayenne, perched on GT-specific tuning that transforms its character entirely. Under the hood beats the heart of a beast. Porsche's 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 has been massaged and refined to unleash an astonishing 650 horsepower and 630 lb-ft of torque. Numbers that put the Turbo GT squarely in supercar territory. Except the supercar happens to have a panoramic roof and enough room in the back for your dog and a week's worth of luggage. And it's not just about the raw stats. The way it delivers power is pure Porsche, immediate, feral, and utterly intoxicating. 0 to 60? Try 3.1 seconds. Top speed? A frankly absurd 190 miles per hour for an SUV. But power is only part of the equation. What really sets the Turbo GT apart is how it moves. Porsche's chassis engineers work dark magic here. Rear axle steering, active roll stabilization, torque vectoring, all calibrated to make this nearly 5,000-pound SUV feel lighter, sharper, more connected than some performance sedans. The result? You forget you're driving something with a back seat and cargo space. On a twisting mountain road, the Cayenne Turbo GT shrinks around you, responding to every flick of your wrists, every squeeze of your right foot, with immediacy that borders on telepathic. And then there's the sound. Oh, the sound! The titanium exhaust system, bespoke for the Turbo GT, sings an anthem of mechanical glory. It's not a shout. It's a howl, rich and savage, rising to the revs as if the SUV itself is daring you to push it harder, go faster, trust it more. Every upshift snaps home with a satisfying crack. Every downshift echoes with a bark that turns head for blocks. Step inside, and the Cayenne Turbo GT reveals another side of its character. Luxury, without compromise. Porsche's latest infotainment system now supports full native Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But what really captivates are the materials and execution. Alcantara wraps the steering wheel and seats, carbon fiber trims the dash, and the driving position is as close to perfect as it gets. It's a cockpit, not a cabin, a place where performance is prioritized without sacrificing the daily comforts Porsche owners expect. New for late 2025 into 2026, Porsche has refined the interior experience even further, with subtle ambient lighting tweaks, a reworked drive mode selector for faster changes on the fly, and recalibrated adaptive cruise control that's now among the best in the industry. This is still an SUV you could drive coast to coast in absolute comfort, if you ever want to stop driving long enough to get out. And let's talk about the price, because greatness never comes cheap. Expect the Cayenne Turbo GT to start around $210,000 before options, and knowing Porsche, you'll want some. But here's the thing, at that price point, you're not just buying an SUV. You're buying a piece of Porsche's unrelenting pursuit of perfection, a vehicle that laughs in the face of compromise. In a world obsessed with utility and speed, but rarely both at once, the Cayenne Turbo GT is a unicorn. It's not for everyone. It's the few who want all, and are unwilling to apologize for it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most thrilling SUVs ever created, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe for more real-world car insights, and share this video with anyone who believes performance and practicality can and should coexist. Drop a comment below and let me know. If you have any performance SUV in the world, would it be this new Turbo GT, or has another contender stolen your heart? Until next time, stay passionate, stay curious, and keep driving forward. Would you also like a slightly more cinematic version with a bit more vivid storytelling woven into the narrative? It would work incredibly well if your channel leans into an even more emotional or visually dramatic style.